Nurul Fitriah Al-Munawaroh with a presentation entitled E-Module as a Solution for Young Learners to Study at Home. To Ms. Nurul Fitriah Al-Munawaroh, the Zoom floor is yours.
So the topic of our discussion today is on e-module as one of the alternative solution for online learning. So it's kind of media or teaching media that can be used by all the learners and teachers in online learning. So without further ado, we are going to go to the introduction. As we know that currently we are facing a very hard time where the global pandemic is haunting us and is forcing us to keep our distance from each other. And even our government has instructed us to work from home, including teach and learn from home. So in that situation, it means that we all, as educators, teachers, lecturers, and also the learners, have to shift our teaching and learning environment from face-to-face learning environment to online learning environment. And in that case, it means that not only changing the teaching and learning environment, we have to change every single things that we have regarding to our teaching and learning activities, including the teaching materials as well as the teaching media. As we know that there are a lot of teaching media and teaching media materials out there that we can find online on the internet, such as Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Meet, and etc. But based on some literature studies, the survey studies, it was reported that there are some problems regarding the online learning faced by both the learners and the teachers. One of the major problem is due to the internet connection. As we know that the internet connection in Indonesia particularly is not stable. What I'm saying here, like what we have done, we have experienced the trouble with internet connection, and for sure it can affect our teaching and learning outcomes and activities. And not only regarding to the internet connection problem, the problem is also about the assignments that are assigned by the teachers are quite a lot. So the students are not happy with that, and moreover, the assignments are rarely given back to the student with the feedbacks from the teachers. So that's the current issues about teaching and online learning. So that's why, in order to deal or to cope with those problems, we come to research questions here as one of the solutions to deal with those problems. So the research questions of our study is about how could e-module be as one of the solutions for young learners to study at home. So here I have to clarify or define about what e-module is. So e-module or electronic module or e-book is any kind of electronic form of learning and teaching and learning materials. It can be in the format of PDF or Microsoft Word, even Microsoft PowerPoint apps, software, and etc. And in order to answer the research question, we conduct a descriptive research method in which we review relevant theory and literatures that investigate the use of e-module or e-book in language learning for the young learners. So from the literature review, we found that the use of e-module or e-book in language study or in teaching and learning for language, there are a lot of promising advantages offered by using the e-book. The first advantage is the students can learn anywhere and anytime, since we use either gadget that we have that we possess. For example, we can view our ebook from phone, mobile phone, smartphone, or computer, or notebook or laptop that you have. So the students can study by using the ebook anywhere and anytime. And the second advantage provided by using the ebook is the ebook can be accessed either online or offline. So the problem with the internet connection can be solved by using the ebook. So when the internet connection is stable, the students and the teacher can go online. But if there is a problem with the connection, they can go offline and can still use the ebook. And the second advantage provided by the ebook is it comes with multiple interactive features. So what are multiple interactive features here? So the multiple interactive features, or like the interactive features embedded in that ebook application. For example, you can highlight, you can have the search engine to search any specific keyword for your learning or teaching, and you can have a bookmarking, or even some ebooks, they are provided with the a calculator for math education, or for language, they are provided with the dictionary feature in the ebook. And the next advantage is it also provides us, the learners or the teachers, with the edutainment value. So as the teacher, you can add more interactive features to your ebook. For example, you can add videos, audios, graphics, presentations, or like picture animation that can enrich your teaching materials, and that also it can motivate the students in learning, since the teaching and learning materials are more interesting, okay, with those visualization and audios. And the next advantage is regarding to the augmented reality. So using the ebook, the students and the teacher can experience 3D learning and teaching experience, since in some applications of the ebook or the software, the visualization or in the 3D format. And the next, all the materials are presented electronically. It means that we don't need to print out the materials, and I think we think that it's environmental safe, and it means that we can save the cost for printing. And the next advantage is the teacher who is developing the ebook, they can provide update contents to the students, since the teacher is the one who develops the ebook. It means that they can develop the materials based on their students' needs and as well as their students' level. And the last advantage provided by using the ebook is the teacher can create interactive assessment. As I've mentioned before, that there are a lot of interactive features available in the ebook. It means that the teachers can use all those interactive features to make interactive assessment. And then you have to know that the interactive assessment can come with automatic feedback, so the teachers can deal with the problem of the lacking of feedbacks from the teacher for the students' assignments. And the second result of our study is regarding the things that you have to pay attention to when you are developing your ebook. So like when we are developing the printed materials, we have to deal with the
Miss Nurul, you have 1 more minute to present.
Okay, table of contents, main text, chapter headings, and etc. And in addition to those general things that you have to prepare, you have to have the pre-assessment, reading objective, assigned reading or assigned writing. It really depends on your topic, okay? And exercise or activities for further study and post-assessment. And here we recommend you 2 types of software that can be used to create your own interactive ebook. They are 3D Page Flip Professional and Flip PDF, and you can download it for free on the internet. Just type on the Google search type the name of the application on Google. And then here we come to the conclusion. So the use of ebook or developing your own ebook is very beneficial and necessary for your online learning, since it provides with a lot of benefits. One of the benefits is it can create interactive teaching and learning materials that can motivate your students in learning. It also let the teachers to be creative to develop their own ebooks based on the students' needs, the curriculum, and their student level. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We move to the next presenter. We are going to find your PowerPoint. Now the next presenter is Fitri Tama. Fitriani, you want
Yes.
paper?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. Please, Zoom is yours.
Thank you so much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fitriani, and my partner is Putra Pratama. We both are from Universitas Taman Siswa Palembang. In this honorable chance, we would like to present our article entitled Responses of Educators in South Sumatra Toward Distance Learning During the COVID-19 Pandemic. First is the introduction. COVID-19 has become a pandemic in many countries around the world. As of 1st September 2020, our government has reported more than 7,000 deaths. And the last update, this October, more than 13,000 deaths. The spread of COVID-19 had many impacts in all aspects, including education. The Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture implements distance learning to stop the spread of the virus, to provide meaningful learning experiences without feeling overwhelmed. So, what is distance learning? Well, it actually does not mean online learning. Distance learning consists of two categories, namely online and offline learning. When it calls online learning, it uses an internet-based, for example, Zoom, Webex, Ruang Guru, and others. Meanwhile, offline learning is carried out by borrowing modules or books to students. Applying distance learning is not as smooth as we thought. There are some problems appear in the application. First, the use of proper gadget. Second, the availability of the gadget and the internet. And the third, the parent support system. This learning raises quite complicated problems. It forces all elements of society to collaborate in minimizing the problem. But in this case, educators play more important role in distance learning. Distance learning presents new challenges for educators because face-to-face teaching techniques, unfortunately, are not applicable in distance learning, and some educators must learn new teaching methods. This study aims to see the responses of educators in South Sumatra toward distance learning during the COVID-19 pandemic, and also to find out the teaching strategies and difficulties faced by the educators in distance learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now we move to the next part, method of the research. This research used descriptive analysis method. In collecting the data, the questionnaire and online interview were used. The filling out the questionnaire was carried out from 2nd September until 14th September 2020. And then for data analysis, it is done by describing the data collected from the online questionnaire using Google Forms and the interview results. The data were taken randomly from 152 respondents spread in South Sumatra by using social media, for example, WhatsApp, email, Facebook, and Instagram, with the detailed information shown in this slide. Okay, now let's discuss about the results. After collecting and analyzing the data, the average of no is higher than yes percentage. The average of percentage yes is 46.16%. Based on criteria of responses by Artikel and Dina 2020, it means the educators' responses toward distance learning is not positive. This finding is in line with the result of the KPAI's
survey on students' responses toward distance learning that showed 76.7% responses are unhappy with distance learning. Through interviews, some educators argue that distance learning is not suitable in shaping student character. Educators do not directly meet students, and on the other hand, parents are not always able to assist students in distance learning. Furthermore, in conducting the online learning, the educators use several applications or platforms. WhatsApp was the most used application to support online learning. And then the second place was Zoom, and followed by Google Classroom. Moreover, the next chart shows more than 50% educators prefer to use digital learning material. However, there are also educators who still use printed learning materials. In addition, there are also educators who divide the students into small groups. They study at school face to face. The school allows this activity only a few times a week, following the health protocols. And then in conclusion, first, the responses of educators in South Sumatra toward distance learning during the COVID-19 pandemic is not positive. Second, besides low family role, the internet and gadget problems, several obstacles or difficulties were generalized, such as limited ability in using technology and explaining material. And then teaching strategies in distance learning applied by educators are online learning, offline learning, and or the combination of offline and online learning. Okay, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening and thank you for your kind attention. I hope there is no question for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Fitriani, for your interesting presentations. Now we come back to Jayan.